What is this channel about, and why should you not subscribe? Let's answer the first question first to lay down a foundation for the second question. Hi, my name is Valerie, and the Nara Fellowship is my online learning journey. Short, sweet, and to the point. Oh, you want to know more, eh? Sure, I can give you the details. My greatest weakness is my lack of discipline in finishing my current studies and being distracted by the next new shiny thing to learn or do. This also serves me as a strength by keeping me open and available for new opportunities and knowledge. I have learned a lot about my favorite topics, developed my note-taking techniques and learning skills over time. In the quest to figure out who I am and what I want to do, I have read various books about branding, marketing, and developing a writer's platform, including taking an online class about branding for creative professionals. Slowly, I have been expanding my network and making new friends in business networking and the Society of Creative Anachronism, or SCA for short, a medieval education organization and a learner's paradise. Because of my numerous interests, activities, and communities, it was hard to discern how to explain myself to others. What was my niche? Who did I want to be? After many years, much research, and numerous conversations with new and old friends, I think I figured it out. To combine my love of people and enthusiasm for learning to create a learning community and a podcast where I can have meaningful conversations with regular folks and people of renown. The podcast and community is called the Nara Fellowship. The Japanese word means oak, or for tree. The Japanese connotation of Nara is wisdom and spirituality. This new chapter in my life will be the start of my Nara Fellowship, my learning journey, in SEA and modern life. If you are a learner, helper, or creative soul, please feel free to join me. The journey's sweeter with friends. Well, that's nice and everything, yeah. But why shouldn't you subscribe? Here's some reasons why not. Number one, the channel is not geared for the academic or school-based learning. School is important, I'm not saying it's not. But I'm looking for fellow learners and lifelong learners who like to learn in community and already have their own self-directed learning goals. Homeschoolers are welcome, but it won't be geared for you. This is for folks like me that enjoy learning for personal reason, professional development, or just for learning's sake. Side note, I apologize, I really don't have any knowledge to share about learning for neurodivergent folks. If you want to help people with resources for that, that'd be great. If you're an expert in neurodivergent learning, feel free to reach out to me and I'll point people to you when it's appropriate. Learning-wise, I was hoping to help people like myself, whether they are disabled, have serious health conditions, are caregivers, business people, or entrepreneurs, even creative folks and creative professionals. It's helpful if you have time on your hands or have free mental space while working with your hands. Basically, if you're a helper, learner, or a creative soul, or pursuing your dream in business, you are a prime candidate for the Nara Fellowship community and podcast. I may interview people who have academic experience or position, but I want to have a real mix of folks that I talk to, including those who learn outside of school. Second, religion can be a hot button topic, culturally speaking. For the record, I'm not a Christian nationalist. I do love my country, but God's kingdom comes first. Other religious thoughts. I'm part of an online community that has a mix of Buddhists, Christians, Jewish, Muslims, and other faiths, as well as atheists and agnostics. We believe in having good faith conversations and debates with each other in mutual respect. It's not always agreeable, but it's always amiable. A couple years ago, I had an engaging conversation with a Buddhist who was also into shamanism. That was interesting. I'm settled in my faith, but from time to time I will probably interview people of different faiths or non-beliefs. Some folks are bothered by that and might not understand that being open-minded doesn't mean that I'm not grounded in my own beliefs. I'm a curious person and would like to explore the wide range of intellectual worldviews with several people. There's a lot of history and historians in the church institutions, and I'm curious about church history. It's something I would like to explore. That might bother some non-religious folks, so I thought I'd mention it as a courtesy. Third, I don't need FCC to tell me what not to say. This is intended to be a family-friendly podcast, but my guests and people on my live stream might curse. I only ask folks not to drop the F-bomb and avoid crude speech. I do believe in free speech, so sometimes people might surprise me with what they say. For some people, vulgar language is really bad for them. I don't expect to have any, and I rarely curse myself. I don't plan on cursing on the air, but I'm bringing this up just to be courteous since I don't know what people will do. And for some folk, this is a hard thing, especially if there are minors that might watch or listen. Fourth, this channel will be this channel won't be hijacked into the culture war. If hearing your own viewpoint, whether in politics or religion, is important to you, you may not want to watch me. For the record, I'm a Christian who's also a conservative with libertarian leanings. Just by stating where I stand, half of you probably decided to give this channel a hard pass. And fair enough. There's tons of content on YouTube for everyone. Oh, so you're still curious. For those of you who share some of my worldviews, I'm not going to have debates with the other side. I'm not interested in that. From time to time, I might have good faith discussions with people I disagree with, learning their perspectives and why they believe what they believe. I'm not interested in changing their mind or being mentally colonized. If seeing your side win is important to you, don't subscribe. I'm not competitive and I have no interest in playing the owning the opponent game. Fifth, on a personal note, most of my friends are liberal or moderates. They respect me, and when I do happen to speak up, it's to make a point I feel they don't know or understand. It's based on a friendship of over 10 plus years of mutual respect. Will I use my YouTube channel as a soapbox in the future? Yeah, probably. Will it be filled with the same cliches and name-calling? No. That shuts down listening and growth. The only one who insulted people the right way was Jesus. I'm not in his league, and neither are you. My social media channels and websites are mine to voice my thoughts, concerns, and opinions. Nara Fellowship is mine, not yours. If you end up being a guest or on one of the live streams, don't monopolize the time with cancel culture warfare either for the right or left. Show me and my audience the mutual respect I show you and other people. We might be on opposite sides, but let us show each other chivalry and common courtesy. And last but not least is number 6. This is another hot button topic. Safe spaces, compelled speech, and pronouns. I was hesitant to even record this one, but I think I'm going to just, lay my cards down and be honest with you guys. Some of you may have misinterpreted my emphasis of kindness towards people to being in agreement with censorship and compelled speech. There is actually 2 kinds of political correctness. I don't agree with the dehumanization of people on either side, nor will I use special pronouns. Some of you stop listening to me right there. I want to say I have my reasons why I believe what I believe, and you do too. But I also know what it's like to be a minority. My family and I worked in majority-ruled liberal media for 30 plus years. The majority of media professionals belittled, mocked, and ostracized Christians and conservatives. I know what it's like to be the outsider, hearing a lot of bad-mouthing of my core values. It's tiring and alienating. We were fortunate that we did have a few close friends that we shared the truth of what we believed. They accepted us as we were and were longtime friends. And I hope you have that too. So even though I might disagree with you, I probably can empathize with your struggles with being surrounded by people antagonistic to who you are and your beliefs. I'm not interested in having any activists come on my show, but if a regular person wants to have a good faith conversation about some of these topics, on or off the air, I'm willing to do so. Learning from people I disagree with is a long-standard practice, but I won't listen to you if you persist in using the labels of your tribe to minimize the other perspective, especially mine. I hear it in the media and I'm sick of it. Sometimes doing this is emotionally volatile, but when done with mutual respect, it can deepen relationships when we are listened to and really hear in return. And that's that. To wrap things up, so those are some of the reasons you might not want to subscribe. If you've done me the courtesy of listening the whole way, thank you. After all, if you want to subscribe, feel free to do so. You can do the YouTube bell notification if you want to, or just rely on the algorithm to feed you just the videos that it thinks you want to watch. Thank you for your time and attention.